ladies and gents. This is Adam. I'm driving through Oklahoma right now, so bear with me if it's not loud enough. My truck makes some noise. But I want to talk to you about a trend I'm noticing and a little worried about for all of us. I'm not an economist. I'm going to start with that. I'm just a guy at a certain age with some experience in watching stuff. But in watching the way our global economic system is going, it's completely tracking on a basic trend concept. RD, bear with me. Our interest rates are dropping steadily and quickly, and the prices of products and services are dropping steadily and quickly. Well, that trends towards a depression if it continues. And here's how. Producers and people that provide services have to drop their prices because nobody's really buying right now. Well, when that happens, they can't afford the employees get laid off or fired, they stop spending money, the system out there finds out companies are laying off and firing people, so other people stop spending money. The companies try and encourage consumerism by lowering their prices even more, which leads to ultimately more people getting laid off. You see this cycle right here, more people laid off, less money being spent, companies go under, etc., etc. And interest rates have to be lowered to get people to borrow money, on and on and on. Like I said, I'm not an economist, so don't get on here and, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm speaking in concepts and generalizations. But here's the thing. I'm not worried about COVID. That's not going to be our problem. COVID is the linchpin that will start, I believe, the big long-term problem being an economic depression. Not a recession, a depression. Right now we're on the precipice. We're at the edge of that cliff. One foot has started to slip on the edge of that cliff and rock is crumbling out from under it, and we're in that moment, that brief moment, we're like, oh shit, I'm gonna fall. What do I grab onto? We're at that moment where it could go either way. We can save ourselves or not, and that's what scares me, is the long-term impact. Because when this country went through the Great Depression, we did not have a global economy. We were isolated as a country. We produced all of our stuff. We knew how to produce our food as a people. Now, the globally interdependent economic system and the effects of this COVID crushing and shutting down entire countries, we can't rely on anybody else to give us a hand up if we were to go into an economic depression, because they can't keep themselves up. So, Google it, research it. I'm giving you a concept to follow through on. I'm not teaching you nothing. And the reason I say all these disclaimers is because I get people hounding me, trolling me, whatever. Oh, you don't know? I don't know. But I do know I'm identifying a basic trend that I've been aware of for more than 3 decades. And I've followed and looked for that trend just to make sure. And now I see it clear as day. So maybe you can research and see it yourselves. I worry about you guys out there. I don't know most of you, if only a handful. But I still worry about you because I don't think families and good people and kids deserve to go through something like that, because something like that will turn good people into bad people. And what I mean by that is, if you're a good person, a good father, a good mother, but yet you can't find the resources to feed your young children and they're starving, you will do bad things with good intentions in mind. I'm kind of rambling. That's what my channel is about. I ramble, I spit out concepts, I get things off my chest, and I'm doing a little necessities now that you might have bought for the year, even though things are hard to find. If you can pay off something now so that you don't have to worry about that in the future, a resource that you would really need, don't pay off a want, pay off a resource that you can really use in the future. Me, myself, I'll be taking a little bit of money out of my savings to keep on hand. I went through the 2008 action where I went to the bank and wanted to take out some money, and they said no. And then a few days later they said, well, you can only take out this much. And that was just a blip. This is a major thing. So I want my money in my hand. That's just what I'm doing. What you do is up to you. I got a bunch of other things I could talk about, but I'm following somebody, so I need to pay attention. And anyways, you guys be safe. Just pay attention to what's going on. This country always thinks it can't happen to me, it can't happen to us. Well, right now it's happening, and a lot of people aren't paying attention. Alright, I'm Adam. I've got a YouTube channel called Phase 1 Readiness. If you subscribe, great. If you don't, you don't. I really don't care. It's just a place for me to vent. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.